The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal by my side. Not a lot of games left in the regular season, but there are still a few teams whose fates have yet to be determined. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. Shaq, as we close in on the end of the regular season, some teams are already looking ahead to the playoffs. What do you think is more preferable, having home court advantage or well-rested players?
Well, home court advantage is important, but it does you no good if your guys are injured or worn out. One thing you want to keep up is your energy and spirit. So whoever is out there, they got to give 199.27856124558778178124%.
Wow, that's giving a lot of effort out there. But see, I'm from a different era, Ernie, man. In the past years, guys didn't take games off unless they were seriously injured. Now they kind of rest guys in an 82-game schedule. If you're going to do that, you might as well just shorten the schedule if guys need rest. I'm not really into that, but this is going to be a great, great season.
I may have to miss the next game. My arm hurts a little.
Oh, well, you can do that, Ernie. You're a Hall of Famer.
Kevin Harlan is standing by.
Kevin.
The Pipes.
Hall of Fame Harlan.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City, where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. A good game here would get this road trip started confidently for the Suns. They are right in the mix with the rest of the playoff pack, but they can't put it in cruise control just yet.
Well, right now for the Suns, what a nice turnaround this season has been for them compared to just a year ago. They couldn't afford to suffer through another campaign like that.
They did a very good job putting that in the rear view and moving forward this season. They still have a long way to go to be considered a top team, but they've definitely made progress.
These teams have something to play for, Doris.
Well, there's not a question about it. There's playoff seeding at stake. Each of these teams is plenty motivated for this game.
So Detroit will get the first possession. Looking at the starting 5 for the Phoenix Suns. Young is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Smith, and it's Warren in at the small forward.
Good make to get things underway.
You know, a little bit of momentum in their favor as they grab the game's first lead.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Young inside, working on Smith. And Young kicks to Warren. This is to Young. Just 4 to shoot. Smith trying to break loose. Young's shot is off. Now here's Prez. In the game against Toronto. Very impressive. In the corner, Smith with it. Young with the steal. We're about 1 minute into the first. Smith outside. On the wing, Booker. He tries for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Booker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Detroit with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Well, it's no doubt. It's so much easier to run your offense if the defense is not trying to take away any of your options.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Smith the pass to Prez. Back to Smith. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by the Suns. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Prez. To the paint, and they get it. And it's finished off inside by Smith.
And just amazing awareness there. Prez whipping the ball all over quickly to the uncovered man.
Booker with no one around. Prez with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Kicks to Morris. Here's the screen. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Morris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Smith with a screen on Smith, and they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens.
Good play, man.
They're going to call that on you.
The Pistons trail it. Prez dishes to Caldwell Pope. And stolen by Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Looked like it might drop for him, and you know, that has to frustrate him just a bit. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor.
Prez with the screen for Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Prez can't hit from in close.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
Boy, if you're going to challenge him in the lane, you better go strong.
The feed to Dudley. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Dudley. Lets it fly from 18. And the Suns get it back. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Well, he's just got terrific touch of the line. We've seen that over and over again.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, the NC State product, right? T.J. Warren, you like what he can do on the offensive end, and more importantly, how efficiently he does it. Rarely puts himself in a bad spot or takes a bad shot.
Now, here is Morris. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And Dudley kicks to Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
You'd have to say this is his quarter. He has destroyed every tactic.
Get over here, guys. Hustle up. Let's talk. These guys are relying on one man to beat us. He cannot keep getting into our paint so easily. Back off and make him prove to us he can knock down the outside shot. Make them beat you as a team. We can live with that, all right? Let's go.
To make that move if the time calls for it. I mean, the versatility Dudley brings to a rotation is one of the most valuable aspects about having him on your roster.
Jackson, he's checked in for Ish Smith. Drummond working against Smith to end the run. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Now concentration. He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Some changes for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Smith. Brandon Knight comes in for Warren. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Young. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with head coach Earl Watson. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bledsoe outside. The dish to Booker. The 15-footer. They grab their own miss. Len, good.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just laziness on the part of the defense, not hustling to get to the boards.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, the key to that possession was really the pass. Perfectly placed assist, made the shot the easy part.
Bledsoe outside. Caldwell Pope against Knight. Hooker the pass to Len. The three from Dudley. That shot misses. The Pistons go the other way with it. Jackson dishes to Prez. Morris against Booker. Prez kicks to Drummond. The pass to Prez. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, for Phoenix, it's been a little bit of a lull here, right? Remember, this was a team that came out of nowhere to win 48 games back in 2014, and the Suns are hoping they can make that leap again. This time, they want to sustain it.
You look back at that 2014 season, the Suns caught lightning in a bottle. What happened, Doris, that caused them to tumble?
You know, Kevin, personnel-wise, the roster is pretty similar the next season. They add Isaiah Thomas and lost Channing Frye. That's a trade that most GMs would probably make, but the three-point guard backcourt didn't seem to work out. Seemed like chemistry issues started to emerge at that point.
Now here's Len. Outside Knight. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Prez with the ball. Len on him. In the corner, Drummond with it. Shoots. Caldwell Pope pass to Prez. Pistons keep it alive. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two. For Detroit, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. A different look here for Detroit. Hill, he's checked in for Prez. Tobias Harris comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Johnson in. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. On the wings, Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. Prez out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Poke loose. Warren dishes to Knight. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. A second chance effort. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket for Marjanovic.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Yeah, I think that's where you swing the ball around. Try and find a better passing angle.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Detroit. And Phoenix also making a switch. Smith is checked in. Inside. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Len.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, terrific all-around effort from the defense. They were not going to let him finish over them.
Now Knight. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Again, the miss by Knight.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
More times than not, that shot is going down. Definitely surprised he bricked it.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Warren kicks to Len. He dishes it to Knight. Young with no one around. No good. That would have tied it. Detroit leading by 3. Prez passes to Smith. Here's Prez. Well, the NBA, of course, an offensive league these days. We've seen the shift, Doris, over the years. What do you like to see in an offense?
Yeah, I think one thing that we have noticed, and it really began with the Miami Heat and then consecutively with the Heat championship and then San Antonio's championship, team basketball, where it's not just boiling down to pick and roll, 2 guys trying to beat 2 defenders. You're seeing more often than not. 5 guys, the ball moving. It's poetry in motion. You know, my favorite thing is unselfish team basketball. The stars are going to be the stars. That's inevitable. But the involvement of other guys, you can trace that directly to LeBron James. He is a superstar who's concerned about the players around him feeling good and involved.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Sporting the lethal jumper. Knight has no trouble with his range, that's for sure.
Smith kicks to Caldwell Pope. There's the pick. Passes to Prez. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. He has a chance now to catch up with the... And so we conclude the...
Good work, guys. Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or tacos? I kind of want to go tacos. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Now stay focused, guys.
Welcome back to Detroit. That's the fist of boxing great Joe Louis, located at Hart Plaza. You don't want to get in the way of that, do you? Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
Well, he's given us every reason to anticipate big scoring outbursts, and tonight no exception.
Suns trail by 15 on Phoenix. Looking who they've got on the floor. TJ Warren out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Young. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. Screen by Smith. On the wing, Booker puts it up from 15. It's good. Booker's got the first bucket of the third here for the Suns.
A high-volume scorer with terrific instincts. Booker can torture a defense when he gets rolling.
Prez. And look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
Screen by Smith. And Young kicks to Booker. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Just 4 to shoot. To the inside. Up and in on the layup. Dudley's got 5 now.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
Prez with the bucket.
You know, that's a great play. Some confidence that time. He found a nice gap in the defense, didn't hesitate, let it fly.
Young, right side. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Dudley.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Morris outside. He feeds it to Prez. And finish off by Prez.
And it's great to see Prez in attack mode, just wanting to shoot the ball every time he's open.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Smith with a screen on Smith. Booker dishes to Young. Screen by Smith. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Well, you want a young player who can just explode for points on any given night, and that guy is Devin Booker. He does it in just about every way you want from a wing. He can hit from deep, he can pull up jumper, or he can go right at the rim and finish.
Smith against Young. Another miss by Young.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Harris.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Suns trail by 15. And as a rookie, Booker had a few games where he showed just how great he can be, Doris. Scored 30 or more points 6 times his first year.
And you know, Kevin, very few players reach that number in their first year. That's elite company. But Booker's big strength will be his shooting.
Bring it in. Take a seat. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Remember, you're my Pippen, and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they would.
And it's Brandon Knight in for Devin Booker. Pistons leading by 12. Caldwell Pope with it. He's got 6. And here's Smith. Back to Caldwell Pope. Morris outside, and the 3-ball is good. Morris has got 8 points.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Knight passes to Bender. It's deflected.
And you gotta respect the D. Perez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Caldwell Pope, no good there. Some solid defense from Knight. Suns trail by 15 to the middle. And Bender throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
And stolen by Knight. To the paint. And there's Bender. That's good on the assist by Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. Hill left side. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. And here's Young from the arc. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's guarded by Knight. Caldwell Pope outside. Feeds to Prez. An easy layup after coming off the pick. 14 points.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
So, here's one I just picked out of this fishbowl here. Suns trail by 10. Time now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Andre Drummond. Dave, what's the news?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Detroit gave us some status update. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Thank you, David. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Well, I can tell you this, he has the pain tolerance to come back earlier than expected and the kind of toughness too.
There's the pick. Outside Knight. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause. Jackson
kicks to Prez. Dishes to Warren. Rejected by Harris. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Pistons lead by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Prez in at the 4 spot. Reggie Jackson out there with Ish Smith. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Suns trail by 8. And Young kicks to Smith. They set the pick. Booker against Smith. Booker dishes to Smith. And stolen by Drummond. Moving it up. He kicks to Morris. And that one drops for him. Morris has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Detroit.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's Young. Chandler is screen, and Young kicks to Booker. 13 feet away. No good on the shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Suns trail by 12. It's taken away by Smith. Now here's Prez. Fires it up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Chandler's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Booker. He drains the quick shot.
Yeah, releasing the ball at its highest point, that allows Booker to drain jumpers over people.
Smith kicks to Morris. Now Smith. Pass to Prez. And the 3 off target. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. Young pass to Dudley. And Booker kicks to Chandler. Smith against Young. Shot clock at 6. Hard finish there at the rim from Young.
While not the most polished player on offense, you can bet he will attack the iron.
On the wing, Jackson. Smith outside. Out to the right wing. Drummond is just a Prez. And it goes down 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Marjanovic checked in for Phoenix. Prez, no good on the free throw.
And what makes Prez special is his passion for the game. Any weakness he has, he works tirelessly to make it a strength.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Inside. It's stolen by Smith. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Detroit with the rebound. Prez has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Young pass to Dudley. Screen by Smith. Here's Booker. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now it's only a 5-point Piston lead. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Smith outside. The Pistons working the ball around now. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Young from outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Smith. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
They regrouped, they worked out some of their frustrations, and now we're seeing them have some fun.
Prez, no good, and here are the Suns now. They're on a 14-5 run here, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Just a gritty effort down low. The D sometimes has no answer for Young other than to foul it.
The first one falls, and the Pistons making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in, and a change for the Suns. Warren's checked in for Marjanovic. Jackson kicks to Morris. To the middle, and there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That's his first foul. So it's Detroit now. At one point, they led by 16. Prez dishes to Morris, and that one good. And the Pistons lead by 3.
And Prez is just a dynamic player, a flawless passer who sets his guys up perfectly.
Booker outside. Back to Young. Down low. Kicks to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And Young with the basket on the assist by Booker. Young's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Prez kicks to Drummond. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Young outside. And there's the feed to Dudley. Pass to Booker. It's Young on the wing to take the lead. Prez with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. In the corner, it's Morris. Dish now to Jackson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Suns trail by 3. A minute 50 left in the game. Here's Booker. Banked in off the glass. Booker's got 11 in the second half.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Caldwell Pope outside. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Prez. That shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. And Booker kicks to Young. Back to Booker. Now the pass to Young. He dishes it to Warren. Pass to Booker. Over in the corner, Dudley. Booker outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. Smith kicks to Dudley to take the lead. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Good play, man. That's a case of nerves right there, guys. That was a pretty bad decision.
Smith checked in for Jackson. Detroit's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Morris kicks to Prez. Here's Drummond, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Smith the pass to Prez. Buries it.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
But he didn't let the pressure affect him one bit. What nerves.
And the Suns call time. They're losing by 3. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Earl Watson talking to his team during the break. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
And you can see the defense now getting a little nervous, almost on their heels. I think they're starting to feel it.
You know, the step slow on the defensive end, and it cost them 3 points. Bad decision.
And the Suns call time. They trail by 4. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. .24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the middle. Here's Dudley. Here's Warren. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That free throw good from Warren.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're losing by 3. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Yeah, they could go for the 2 and then foul, but you know they'd really like that 3.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Boy, those free throws are the dagger. That will eliminate any hope of a comeback.
And that's huge. In these situations, just give Young the ball. He'll take care of everything else.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez. Starting the second half, he came out with a nice stretch, hitting 4 in a row to help fuel their third quarter.
He was abusing guys inside. Came in with the scoring mindset. He used his big body to root out people inside, and then he made great finishes.
Well, he really had a nose for the ball tonight. He gave a great effort defensively, getting his arms up, blocking shots all night. It was one less thing to worry about knowing he was out there protecting the rim.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Yes.
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.